Okay, so this is 1 cup, and then we're gonna do another half. An extra. That's fine. All right, so that's all the grits you need. So this is 4-to-1. So that's like 6 cups. Sea salt, as much as you like. If you want it salty, make it salty. I don't care. That is not a lot of salt. That's sea salt. That's good for you. There ain't none of that iodized. Black pepper, of course. Garlic. This is for the grits. You gotta make them grits taste good. Since it's shrimp and grits, put a little con rico. This is Publix. Everything I use is from Publix. Now this is a little spicy.
Some places don't have Publix.
If you don't have Publix, order it on Amazon. Amazon's got everything. Little paprika. This is just to give it a nice color. Not a lot. Because you want the grits to be nice and white. Grits. Look at that. 7. I'm only got it that high because I'm stirring it. If I wasn't stirring it, it'd be lower. Keep stirring. It's going to thicken up. If you want to add a bunch of stuff in here and make your grits different colors, that's fine. We like our grits white. White grits. Creamy. I'm going to use some Swiss. It's going to be delicious, I promise you. Just keep stirring. Keep stirring. Play with your phone like I'm doing. Keep stirring. Everything is bubbling nicely. The heat has been turned down. Might even turn it down a little more. I think I am. We're just on medium now. Keep stirring. If you don't keep stirring, it's going to bubble over. This is the home stretch of the grits. Don't fuck it up now. Keep stirring. As you can see, the grits have thickened up quite nicely. Nice and thick. I'm going to let them get a little thicker because I'm going to put some stuff in this. We're going to add a little tiny bit of butter. I want it a little thicker, like my winter. Good. Okay, so I like to use a couple slices of Swiss because it's nice. Call me crazy, but it's got like a nice stinky cheese smell, and I like it. So we're going to put 2 slices in there. We got butter. You get a knife. Not a lot of butter. A little, I don't know, what does that say? Okay, maybe it's a lot of butter. 2-3 tablespoons, whatever. Just butter. And then what I like to do, you don't have to do this. What I like to do, what made it that grits look so damn good, is I get a little bit of cream cheese. Not a lot. Just a little. That's all you need. Just a little. You know, a little, I don't know, a little hunk. That's it. That's all we're putting in the grits. And guess what we're about to do? Stir these up. Get up. Tell me that don't look good. And at this point, after you get everything melted in there and everything looking nice, guess what you get to do? My wife's favorite part. Taste test. Because if your grits don't taste good now, your grit cake's not going to be that good. So if you need to add some salt, add some salt. If it's not garlicky enough, add some garlic. If you want to put a little kick on it, put a little kick on it. We're all about that. But make sure at this point is your last chance to season it. So you got to taste it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to taste it, season it, and then I'll come back on the next step. So I did taste the grits. Put a little bit more black pepper. I'm gonna put a little more salt. Not a lot, just a little more. Remember, this is sea salt. It's not iodized, so it's not, it's not as bad. And I'm gonna add just a couple shakes of this Old Bay, because why not? That's it. That's all we're gonna do to it. It's gonna be perfect. Now, you got your grits done. Everything's ready to go. You obviously can't fry this, so this is too hot right now. So you gotta just let it sit for at least 30 minutes so it's not piping hot. And then we're gonna come back and spread this on a cookie sheet and get ready for the grits. You can see our grits are thick. So we are going to now pour it onto a cookie sheet. I had my wife doing this last time. I just held it much easier. All right. Get it out of the pan. Spread her out. This is not rocket science. It's rocket science, excuse me. So that's what we're doing. Spread it out. Trying to be fast. Make it look nice for all you people with OCD out there. And boom, we are done. So now this goes in the fridge. I mean, you could probably use it after 45 minutes, but if you can give it about an hour, that'd be better. And you could also stick it in the freezer, but you're gonna have to keep an eye on it if you do that, because you don't want any like ice and shit to form on it. So stick it in your ice box, at least for an hour or two. Yeah, all right. Shrimp defrosted. This is the shrimp tails with a little bit of regular old cubed chicken bouillon, nothing fancy. Throw a couple in there. Throw your shrimp tails. And you just let it simmer for a while. That's going to be your stock. Just let that go. Now you got another pan. You see she's hot. Throw your sauce or your bacon in there. Everybody knows how to cook bacon. And then this is celery, onion, red pepper, equal parts. Is going to be the base for the sauce. You can use any pepper you want, though. Red pepper is what it's supposed deliciously. Nice and crispy. We got all that flavor. Now, this pan is real hot already, so we got to get these shrimp. Stuff that you know teeth having ass motherfucker. Season them yet. Season them in the pan. We're going to cook these babies fast because they're going to go back in the sauce. So look who came back up. Every time. Don't be scared of that Creole seasoning. This is where the flavor is. You don't like that much? Don't you? Yeah, maybe it is a flavor out. Salt. Pepper. Now that's looking good already. Some more of that Old Bay. What is you? Here we go. Where's that? Right where I probably put it. This is going to give it that real nice color. So nobody wants pale shrimp. You can use as much of this smoked paprika, man. You can't over season with that stuff. So now, stir them up. Look at all that flavor on the bottom. Now these are almost ready to go. Since I did toss them a little bit, I am going to cook a little more of that Creole, because there's two sides to every shrimp. Little, why not? Let's put a little more pepper in there. We like our food well seasoned. We're gonna put a little more of that. Why not? Make it look good. Stir that up a little more. It's about to come out. You're almost ready.
I look excited.
Very excited. Can you give me the flour out of it? Now the shrimp are coming out. Do not overcook your shrimp because they're gonna be tough. Disgusting.
We don't want that.
Now, shrimp is about to go get my butter got a little soft, so we're just gonna squeeze her out. All right. Now we get it ready for the veggies. The best part right here. This is where all the flavor comes from. And all that stuff stuck on the bottom. You gotta get all that up.
Elbow grease.
So you gotta scrape all this, scrape it off. That's where all that flavor is right there. You got the bacon. You got some of the shrimp. All that seasoning. Scrape it. And get you a cast iron pan. All these fancy non-stick stuff ain't helping no good. You need that flavor. Now look at all that. Look at that. Probably put that on some rice. Get our veggies. Right. You're gonna cook these veggies in that butter, that bacon fat, and just let them sweat. Put the heat down to medium. Don't gotta be too hot. Now look at the bottom of that pan and all that stuff that was stuck on it. Look at that. It's gone. It's all on them veggies. Now, you gotta season the veggies up. Every step you do, you gotta season. Now I don't want to put too much salt, so we'll just put a little more of that Creole, a little more pepper. And I know one thing you haven't seen me put on there is garlic. Maybe a little garlic powder in the grits. We do have garlic, but you got to put that last because garlic cooks real quick. So we do not put the garlic in yet. Right now we're just wetting down these veggies. Put the rest of this butter in here. Why not? Just a little butter. The butter went soft on me. Cook this down, sweat these veggies, at which point we will then add a little bit of flour. Now, don't make the mistake I did and add too much flour, because then it'll turn into jelly on you. It'll still taste good, it'll still be delicious if you add too much, but try to avoid it. You want your sauce to be saucy. You just let that. I like to cook mine down a little bit till my veggies get, when I'm going like this, if they're soft. I like my veggies soft because I like my sauce to be nice and smooth and creamy. But again, if you like your veggies chunky and you like a little snap, at this point, add you a little flour, or you'll see. At this point, you would move on to the next step. But I'm going to cook them down a little bit because I like my veggies nice and soft. All right. So we got our veggies nice and soft. This is how I like them. And we're just going to add let's start with just 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm not going to put a super amount because I don't want this sauce to be crazy thick or nothing. If you want your sauce thicker, add more. But I know from experience I tend to add too much. So we're going to, see, like right now I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more. Tiny bit. That's it. And if anybody knows, this is like almost like making a roux. We got butter in there, we got flour, all that good stuff. veggies. So now, that stock we were making, we're gonna get some of that. Can you stir that thing? I'm straining the stock out. The shrimp tails. We got a good stock right here that we made. Little seafood stock, nothing special. Some shrimp tails. Now we're just gonna add it to this. Little at a time. You see it just thickens up immediately from that flour. That's why I didn't want to add too much because we got more stock. Now the magic's really happening. I'm gonna add a little more of that stuff. The next thing we're gonna add to this is some of that heavy cream. I almost forgot to add the garlic. It's not too late. It's a little later than I want, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Two, 3 big spoonfuls of garlic. Good for your heart. Right now we are this is just love in this pan right now. Just love is happening. So we're almost ready. Almost ready to add that cream. I'm just ready. Just want to stir this up. Debating, do I want to add a little more stock? But right now, it's nice and thick. And if you don't like these little pieces of garlic, you can always just, double up on like the garlic powder. But garlic powder is not as strong as obviously some fresh garlic or this stuff. So I'm gonna use this stuff. We'll turn this heat down to simmer. Add you some cream, a little at a time. Oh, yeah. Now that looks good. My mouth's starting to water because I know it's coming. Now that looks exactly the color I like it. The exact color. If you ever seen, don't mind my dog hacking the lung. If you ever seen this sauce, this is what you want right here. Right there. I'm gonna add just a little more stock because I know when I put these shrimp in here and cook it for a while, it's gonna evaporate a little. So I want to add it, have it just a little looser because it is gonna thicken up on you. But that right there is, I would say, perfect. You want to taste test, baby? Add the shrimp back in the pot with that bacon.
Taste test was perfect.
Don't forget the bacon. Oh. This is why you don't cook them shrimp too long, because they're going back in the pot. Now, what I like to do at this point is we're in the home stretch. It tastes right. It looks right. But there's one thing it's missing. Edible foodie glitter. Herbs of your choice. This is something my wife got me. Herbs de Provence. What has it got in here? Thyme, fennel, rosemary, lavender. Hell, it's a little poultry, beef rub, pork. I mean, you can put it on anything. Just sprinkle it on there. Yeah, it just makes it look better. Fresh herbage. This helps you make a turd. Keeps you from being blocked up. Always have to have a little roughage. See? Stir that up. And right now, if you could smell the fresh smell that the herbs just gave to them, you would Loving it. Anyway, we're gonna cut it right here. The next time you see me, it's gonna be grit cake time, and then after that, it's eating time because we're gonna eat after that. Important. Eggs with milk. All 3 eggs. Not gonna use more than that.
3 eggs and a little bit of milk.
Little milk. And cool.
Into our refrigerator.
Some of that flour. The music you hear in the back is the guy that was popping out. DJ, what is it?
Albrecht. DJ Albrecht.
What a good life. Alright. So as you can see, you already know where we're going with this.
Got our station here.
For the start of the show.
Okay. Oh no.
Let's see. Use all this on pieces.
Yes.
As you can see, you just cut your grit cake out.
Flour, egg and milk, and the breading.
Just season your flour up. You can season your egg up. The more you season, the better your food's gonna be. Let's be honest. Season it up. Just try not to use a lot of salt. Shallow frying. I'm just turning it up so it heats up, but I'm not frying it that hot. Set it pretty good. And make a mess already. Get it nice and dredged. Shake off your in the egg wash. Make sure you make a mess. Get it nice and wet. Looks good. You know, you pat it a little bit, but don't press too hard. You're not gonna smush it. That's it. One ready to go.
And we're gonna do one more.
On your flour. Egg wash. Egg crumbs. Your sides. They look nice. Preheated, it's not super hot, but don't take long. You can see those look good enough to eat right there.
4, 6, 8. This is half of the pan. We're gonna let
Over medium, preheated oil. You can see it browning right before your eyes. Literally. Got a quick flip. All we're doing is just heating them up. Because remember, the grits are cooked. Everything is cooked. Yep. So good with that sauce.
which is
Ready to go. Almost there. Another 10-15 seconds. Like it nice and crunchy. You see the oil has settled down. That's how you know they're pretty much done. Zoom in on that. All those nooks and crannies. Oh, it's gonna be good. Great.
Action.
Everything's done. The good part. So,
Take you one of these guys.
I'm gonna get a couple of these. You want two of them? Yes. That looks nice like that. Oh, look at that catty corner there. This looks like just liquid gold. You're gonna get you some of that.
Nice and still
Nice and-
steamy.
Nice and saucy, and we'll bring it two over here so I don't make a mess. Let's get another one in there. Remember, that's got that bacon, all that shrimp. Get some of that sauce. Oh, you want plenty of the sauce. The sauce is what makes it. A little drizzle. Oh, okay, a lot of drizzle. Not how I wanted it. Okay. There's yours. With, of course, the. Say I'm pretty proud of myself. Let's get into this, just a grit cake first. Already looks delicious. Beautiful. Crunchy. Delicious. A little bit of shrimp on that sauce. One more grit cake. A little bit. It's delicious.